As you know, the topic that I've been dealing with is I've been talking a lot about creating a laser focused content, a valuable information for your ideal customer, your ideal audience. So this is what I've been discussing about what is content marketing and why it is very important for your business. So now let's say, for example, you've done all the hard work, you've done all your research, you've created a very valuable content or information for your prospect, your ideal customer. Yeah. So what constitutes return on investment? It varies from business to business. It depends on which kind of business you're doing. So it varies, the return on investment. Yeah. So however, every successful content marketing strategy also needs to answer at least one of three crucial question in your business. It is very, very important. That is how you try to find out if you are you're finding out if the benefits you are getting is positive or if it is not positive. So this question you need to answer for your ideal customer. You've done all the great work, you've done all the hard work, then you've started posting the content, the information, maybe on your blog, or maybe you're doing videos or something of the sort that will benefit your customer or that will benefit your audience. Yeah. So now, whether you are creating a content marketing strategy for your own business, or maybe you are creating it for a client, that is maybe if you have like a coaching thing going on, the primary question still remains the same. What is the return on investment? It is very, very important, because you just don't want to create content to create sake, but you also want to make sure that there is benefit that follows after that. So whether it is for you or whether it is for thanks Nadia, or whether it is for your own business. Yeah. So for all the effort that you've put in your content marketing strategy, the return on investment needs to be positive, because you don't want to have a negative return on investment after you've put in all this hard work. You definitely want to see positive outcomes from that. You want to know if it has saved cost for your business. And the third question you need to answer is, has it helped in making customers' life easier, or maybe that thus increasing retention? Because you want to know the benefits your customers get from this, from the content you are producing, because it is very, very important that at least you're supposed to answer one of these three different questions that I've just shared with you. Because if all the answer is no, then it's very important that you want to take a good look again in your overall content. Yeah, because whatever you're producing, whatever content you're producing, you're definitely supposed to see results in it. Because if you're not seeing any results in any way, then definitely you have to restructure, you have to rearrange, or maybe the target audience is not right, for the content is not right for your audience or your targeted customer. So it is very, very important. If you want to make sure that your business grow, the content plays a very, very great role in this. Yeah. So if you are maybe able to answer, just like I said, you're able to answer any one of those three questions, that means like you're on the right path, like with your creating your content marketing. But if you cannot answer any one of this, then it means you have to readjust the path of your content strategy. Yeah. So the thing is to assume, to sum it up, a growth in sales, decrease in cost, and also customer retention are the three key areas which determines the success of your content marketing strategy. It is very, very important, these three areas: the growth in sales, the decrease in cost, and also customers retention. You definitely need to see positive benefits in all three of these areas. If there is no positive benefit, if there is no positive return coming in, then definitely you need to take a second look on the type of content you are creating for your customers. Yeah, it doesn't mean that maybe you don't create great content, but it can be that maybe the content you create does not really match your specific audience. So that's why even at the initial stage, before you even start to create the content, you really want to make sure you have this clear. Whom are you talking to? Your targeted audience, your targeted customer, your ideal customer, whatever way you choose to call it. When you get that clear, then that will help you to really create a laser focused content for your ideal customers. Very first question you need to answer is, has it driven sales for the business? You want to know the content you've created. You want to know if this content you've been creating, maybe it will not, maybe it is not like immediately when you start creating, you will begin to see the return. But at least at some point, you will definitely expect to start to see return on investment in a positive way in your business. So you want to know, has this content been creating a sales in your business? The second question you need to ask yourself is, has it saved cost for your company or for your business? So now let's look into each and every one of these three areas that I just share with you. Yeah. So the very first thing you want to think about is measuring and tracking sales, because you want to really measure and track your sales. Your sales for your business, especially in connection with your content marketing. Yeah. So measuring and tracking sales is the part which answers whether your business actually made any money out of those content or the important value information you're giving to your customers. Yeah. So the results of your content marketing strategy it is a must to answer one of these questions. It is a must. One, did you make any sales through in your business? You have to ask yourself that question. You also have to ask yourself how many visitors came through organic or inorganic search, and also bought your products or services. You also want to think about that. Well, like for example, Facebook Live now, you can see how many people view your videos from the very first day. Like now I'm going live, immediately I'm finished, I will see how many views, and even maybe in the next couple of days, in the next couple of weeks, you will see how the views is going up. So in this way, you can see that, okay, it is a positive. But if maybe you see that the number is not going that well up, then it can be maybe there are few other factors maybe that contribute to them not seeing it. Maybe your friends list is not that great, or maybe it can be the content, or maybe your headline is not something like maybe that will attract someone to really want to take a second look at your content, your video or blog post or whatever. So these things also plays a role for the search of your content. So you also want to think about how do you want to like carve your headings, your headline for your content. That also plays a very great role. It can be you have created a very fantastic content, but if the headline is not that attractive, then people will not, your customers, your audience will not be really drawn to want to see more into details what you have to say. So this is also something you want to take a look at. Yeah. You can measure all of this by maybe looking at the sales metric in your own customer relationship management. This is also a special tool where you will see leads that are coming in and leads conversions and things like this. It is a special tool. If you are doing business, this will be a very, very great tool for you to have, that it can even help you to like connect with your your ideal customer. It will help you to connect with your leads and things like this. Yeah, and it has very, very great features, a lot of features that will even ease a lot of having different what is it called, different tools here and there. This tool have a lot of different tools in itself. So it is very important as a marketer. You want to have something like this to help you keep track of your sales process. Yeah. The second thing you want to think of is measuring and tracking cost savings. This is very, very important again in business. Yeah, because cost saving is basically your profit. Because if you save cost, then definitely you know that you're gonna make profit in your business. Yeah, that is like, for example, when you put your content out there, you can generate leads, and that leads can convert into sales for your business. Yeah, so you definitely want to track how much you are saving in your business while calculating the cost, the total cost per your lead. And you also need good evening, yes, Queen. You are very welcome. You also you need to factor in the money that you spend, because definitely you're gonna maybe use some money you spend on your business. It can be maybe you employ some people. It depends how big your business is. You employ some people as a team that you work together to create to grow your business, maybe in creating your content, for example. Or maybe you hire a freelancer in creating a content for you. A freelancer, this is someone that they are specialized. You have freelancers specialized in different areas. Maybe this one you hire in your business, this person is specialized specifically in creating content. So both of you can come up with your ideas and things. You give them your bullet points, and then they can go ahead and write your content for you and things like this, if that is what you choose. Yeah, so maybe you also want to think about if you have saved money in these particular areas. Yeah, so this also includes like maybe things like insurance. Maybe you want to take insurance for your business, or maybe your design cost. If you have a blog, maybe you hire somebody to like design your blog for you and things like this. And even host fees subscription, like maybe for example, you are part of a member in a platform or maybe teaching you how to market, for example, like I'm a member of one of them. You also pay a monthly fee on that. So all those things you need to take into consideration and see how much you've saved in your business in relation to providing your content, yeah, for your audience. So these are some of the things you need to think about. So the third thing you also need to think about is measuring and tracking customer retention. By customer retention, like we are not only, I don't only mean the new leads coming in, like people who give you their name, their email address and things coming into your funnel. But it's also like average life of existing customers, customers that you've already had before. Yeah, like maybe you've also generated them as leads, and now you convert these leads into sales and things. So this is not only the new ones you track, but also the existing ones, because you want that first customer to become a repeated buyer, a repeated customer. Yeah, so you also need to track this one as well. Yeah, so now your goals must be to like keep all customers longer and happier. That is what is your ultimate goal, because the longer you keep your customer, the more they will buy from you, and the more your business will grow. So if one customer keep buying over and over and over again, and you have a new customer do the same thing, and you like kind of duplicating that same system, then definitely your business is going to grow. But if your former customer is not doing it like buying from you all the time, then definitely most probably the new customer will not even do the same. So it's not only the new one that comes in, but also the former one you also want to track as well. Yeah, so you can measure this by your CRM, the tool that I just mentioned earlier, to track what kinds of content are being consumed by your customers, and also measure whether that content has helped retention and renewal of subscribers. So you really want to know how well this particular content is working for your business, because if you're not seeing all those things, then definitely there must be something or an area where you need to adjust in your business. Yeah, so it is very important that when you create your what is it called, your content, you want to make sure that, or your ultimate goal at the initial stage, you want to make sure that this really brings in sales for you. It brings growth for you in your business. So if you don't see it at some point, then definitely you need to take a second look that maybe the content you are creating, even though it is very great, but it does not really match your audience, or it does not really match your targeted customers. So then you want to take a look, okay, what kind of business am I in? Whom are the people am I talking to? What kind of what is their needs? What is their problems? What is their struggle? Because you don't want to like assume you know what they are going through. You don't want to assume that you know exactly what they are going through. You want to do research. You want to know, okay, what is their wants? You want to know what is their pains, what is their struggle. In one of my videos, I also mentioned several ways you can do research. For example, you can, if you have Google AdWords, this is a special or a specific tool that you can use to see what people are searching for, how many people are searching for that specific keyword. Yeah, so this will help you to really know, okay, well, people in this in my niche, in my business area, they are really searching for this specific keywords. Then it shows that a lot of people are struggling with this particular thing, this particular keyword that they are searching for. Yeah, then this is how you can start to create content for them. But you can also know what people are struggling with. For example, like the conversation you are having with them on a post, you see what they are saying about it. Maybe maybe if it's a Facebook Live or a video, people comment and things like this. Then you want to know, okay, what is it that they are posting about, or what kind of comment, or maybe if even they don't put comments, like maybe they are struggling with something or whatever, but you connect with them, you talk with them by what they are saying. That's why listening is very important. You want to listen very careful in what they are saying, because then you can be able to grasp what they are struggling with. But it also depends on you asking them questions to bring that out, what they are struggling with. Then by this, you can also know, okay, this is what people are struggling with. But it's not only like one person. You can ask certain questions, then you assume, or you assume that all of your prospects, all of your audience, or your ideal customers are struggling with the same thing. But you want to make sure you do research, several of them, and see and try to create one and see the outcome or the results in it. Yeah, but again, it's very important to do research. That will help you to know exactly what they are looking for. There are many different sites you can also visit. You will know what people are asking about, or which question they are raising. Even like some Facebook groups as well, because it is very important, like the niche, the kind of business you're doing. You want to like join some of these Facebook groups, and then you will see the conversation going, because I'm in also some Facebook groups. So sometimes I go there and I see the conversation people are having, what the questions they're asking and things like this. Then this will give me, so a lot of people are really struggling with this particular thing. This will give me like enlighten me to say, okay, this is something I will create, content I can create about. Yeah, so it is very, very important. Facebook groups is a very, very great place. You can also get lots and lots of different topics you can create for your content, for your ideal customer, your ideal audience, or your targeted customer. It is very, very important because this will help you to create a laser focus. So you focus directly on the specific people the content you are creating. Actually, you are answering, or you are giving them how to solve that particular question, problem they are struggling with. You are giving them the answer how to solve that particular thing, pain they're experiencing. You are giving them solution on how they can achieve what they are looking for. So this is what your content actually is. So you want to make sure when you are creating this, you give them how you can achieve this. Yeah, let's say, for example, if someone say they're asking, oh, how to start online marketing, because you have a lot of people online, but they are not doing marketing, but they are looking to start online marketing. Many don't know. I've had this question so many times. So this is something even that give me the push that I think last 2 months or so, I create a lot of content on how you can start marketing online. So these are ways that you can also come up with topic for your content. Yeah, but it is very important that when you are writing down your content, you are crafting your content, you want to really think about them. What is it that they are going through? What is it that they want? That is your ideal customer, your ideal prospect, your audience, or whatever. Yeah, you want to really think about them, but not you. You don't want to assume, but you want to think about them. But it also comes into play where you've done research, you've talked with them, you know, things like this, and you want to make sure you write all these different points. Then this will help you to really give you the thread line on, how to create this content. It is very, very important. So if you are out there, maybe you are doing business online, you're not creating content, giving valuable information, how to do something, how to solve this problem, then you want to take a second look into your business again. Because the thing with creating content, when you've created a very laser focused content, even when you are sleeping, that content will be working for you in the long run. That is why at the initial stage, you want to take the time to do that. Because no matter, a lot of marketers will tell you, remember one day we had a webinar, one of this marketer was saying, even, content, a video that he has made how many years ago, but yet still is generating leads and sales from that particular video. And it was just like something simple that he created, the video he did, but because it was laser focused, he's still having visitors on that particular video. So it is the same thing with you. No matter how long it takes, so long as it is laser focused, you will still continue to see benefit. You will still continue to see return on investment from that particular video. Yeah, so this is what I have for you guys today. It's also very important that for me, normally what I do when I'm creating my content, I try to create ahead so that I don't be stressing every day. Oh, what is it now I'm going to talk about? What is it now I want to go live with? But when you have prepare, it is very, very important. Very early in the month, you can also try to do that for the rest of the month. You try to get your topics and things like this, what you want to talk about. Then it helps you to keep the flow and less stress. Because for me, really, I don't really like stress. So I like to do things beforehand. And in that way, then I have time to focus on other different things as well. At the initial stage, it is very, very important in the beginning of the month. That is what I do. And it's helped me really to keep up to date. The only thing sometimes, if someone come up with a question, then I would decide, okay, I need to like work on that particular question and make sure I answer that question maybe the next day or the day after, so that, because whilst that question is fresh, so at least it can be answered very quickly. Yeah, so this is something I normally like choose to do, that I will say, okay, this particular live topic I want to do, I can like push it for the following day, but then I will answer this particular questions and like create a topic around that, which like I've had couple of questions some have been asking me, that I've created content around that, then I've like sort it out, push some of the other topics behind, and make sure I answer these questions I've been having. So you can choose to do that to like ease stress in your business, so that you have time to focus more on other things as well.